Bhagavatam. This is Canto 3, Part 1, Chapter 9. And yesterday we had seen what kind of troubles a person goes through if they are not devotee of the Lord. Today we are going to understand more on the lines of how Brahmaji praises the Lord. It is the way in which he looks at the Divine Lord in a particular manner. Now this is a part of a devotee. He has done tapas for more than hundreds of his years, and after that he has been able to get the darshan of the Lord. So you will find that to get the darshan of the Lord Narayana is very, very difficult. Being unmanifest and manifest form, both, it's like a fluid form, it is very impossible to take his darshan. But Brahmaji is the child of the Narayana itself. So as you have seen, the stalk of lotus comes out of his navel, and from there you will find Brahmaji has come about. So for him to come down and look at the Lord is very easy. But then he has also given an understanding that for normal human beings it may take lifetimes to get to him. So today we are going to understand the praises that he is going to do. So let us start with the satsang. So we are doing Srimad Bhagavatam. This is Canto 3, Part 1. This is Chapter 9, Brahma's Prayer for Creative Energy. This is verse 11. O my Lord, your devotees can see through the ears of the process of bona fide hearing, and thus their hearts become cleansed, and you take your seat there. You are so merciful to your devotees that you manifest yourself in a particular eternal form of transcendence in which they always think of you. Now here Brahmaji is giving us an understanding that hearing the name of the Lord being said, now it may be in the form of a japa, it may be in the form of a kirtan, a bhajan, a poetry, somebody singing the name, whatever the case might be, or you may be saying some things. That means you are taking the name of the Lord. So what he is saying is, the moment your eardrums, the sound hits you, the invocation of the Lord happens. So Narayana is invoked within you in the core of your heart. Now if I have to give you an understanding of this, think like this. If I have to tell you that now you may have closed your eyes, okay, and I tell you that there is a very beautiful rose in front of you which is red in color. It has got, beautiful petals, there are sepals, there is a stalk. I've removed all the thorns and I am presenting it to you. It's with a long stalk. Did this picture come to your mind or no? You immediately start picturizing that within yourself. Now, this is how the imagery is created. Now, I want you to understand one thing. Everybody has this idea that the imagery came about in the brain. No, the imagery never happens in the brain. What happens is very unique. We have something which is called the mind-body. The mind is not here. It is the brain is over here. It is a processing organ, processor. But the one term that we say, the mind, is within your entire being. It's from top to bottom. It is beyond your head as well, by the way. Think like that. The mind operates within the shell of the body and slightly beyond it as well. And the core of this mind, the central point of this mind, is supposed to be the heart of the matter, the heart. Not this heart, not the physical heart that we are talking about. It is the center, the core. It is in this particular chakra, a place, a domain. You create that entity over there. I want you to think like this. It is the manas. Man, in Hindi we call it. It's over here. We say here. And we create this imagery over there. So Brahmaji is saying to the Lord, because I have taken your name, you have created your imagery within the core of my heart. That is why the term heart comes into the picture. You take your seat there. So the Lord takes the seat in the core of the heart. Isn't this the same like when we say, when you are in love with someone, don't you draw a heart with one arrow going through it? It's a very easy. Even if you go to the emojis, you will find something like that over there. Why is it so? It is because the heart is connected to the emotions. It is connected to the core of your inner being. And that is the location of this Vishnu Tattva. The Narayana form is residing over there in the ocean of milk. Okay? With the Adhishesha on top. Now, he says you are so merciful to your devotees that you manifest yourself in external form of transcendence in which they always think of you. This is again a very beautiful statement. What is he saying? Now you visualize the Lord. The visual is your own. So when you visualize the Lord in your heart, in the manner that your mind can think of, that is the form he takes within you. Do you get it? If you visualize the Lord in the form of Krishna, with the basari, with the flute, and with the cross legs that he keeps, that is the form that will appear within you. If you are visualizing him in a different manner, like a Bala Krishna, small baby, he will come in the form of that baby. I hope you get this. It is the way in which you visualize him. Alright? So now, what does this tell us? So in our world, we have to always think of the Lord in the way we want to, feel him like that. The way in which our love can be extended to him. Whether it's a child, whether it's a father, whether it's a brother, whether it is any other. So the way in which you visualize him, he will appear like that. Got it? My Lord, you are not very much satisfied by the worship of the demigods, who arrange for your worship very pompously with various paraphernalia and who are full of material hankerings. You are situated in everyone's heart as a super soul just to show your causeless mercy, and you are the eternal well-wisher. But you are unavailable for the non-devotee. Here is an explanation where you will find that every scripture that is there, the demigods go and stand in front of the Lord. Have you heard of this or no? When they have big troubles in their world, or when they have a problem, when they need something, all these demigods that are there, what do? They go and stand in front of the Lord and they pray to him, I want this, I want this, I want this, I want this. Why? They are only interested in some desire of theirs. So every demigod is like an average human being. They are full of desires. See, Indradev is always desiring that nobody takes away his kingdom. Have you not seen that? He is always worried about his kingdom. Somebody will come and take it away. This fellow becomes stronger. He will take it away. He is only bothered about that. Possession. He is bothered about his own house. He is bothered about his own people, his own domain. And that is the reason why he will go and meet the Lord. So then he will invoke. And what will he do? He goes with all paraphernalia. Paraphernalia means basically whether it is flower arrangement or whether it is some sweets to take or whether you have to give him gold or jewelry or whatever, he will go and try to appease the Lord this way. He is a non-devotee. He is not a devotee of the Lord. Please remember this. Nobody, no demigod is a devotee of the Lord. No, they are not. A real devotee is different. A real devotee is not at all interested in trying to get something from God. He is not going to say, give me money. He is never going to say, give me happiness or peace or this or that or wife or children or house or car. He is never going to say any of those things. I hope you get this point. A true devotee never asks anything from the Lord. Even for the demigods, the dear Lord is not at all in attendance to them. He is not going to stand in front of them. And that is the reason why they all have to keep on praying to him and appeasing him. Finally, he will say, okay, tell me what it is. Got the point? They are after material worldly hankerings. These demigods are always after material worldly hankerings. That is why the Lord is not interested in them. But for the devotee, he is going to stand in front of them. So that is how we have to understand. But the pious activities of the people, such as performance of Vedic rituals, charity, austere penances and transcendental services performed with a view to worship you and satisfy your offering, you the fruitive results are also beneficial. Such act of religion never go in vain. So I am standing in front of the Lord and I am praying to him in whichever way. Whether I am performing a rite or a ritual or something like that, without any hidden motive. Without any motive saying that, okay, give me happiness, give me peace, give me this, give me that. There is no such hankering. And what I have to do is, the Lord is anyway going to get pleased and he is going to give me gifts. But what does this devotee do? He says, I don't want any gifts. You take them back yourself. You keep it for yourself. I am not interested. Do you get the point? The Lord says, I do not care for your gifts. I only care for you. So do not give me these gifts at all. So when you do this as a devotee, the Lord is further pleased and he will be very beneficial to you. Let me offer my obeisance unto the Supreme Transcendence, who is eternally distinguished by his internal potency. His indistinguishable personal feature is realized by the intelligence for self-realization. I offer my obeisance unto him who is by his pastimes enjoys the creation, maintenance and dissolution of the cosmic manifestation. So here there are two things which Brahmaji is talking about. First is, when we are appeasing the Lord in this manner, we are doing all kinds of offerings and prayers and this and that and everything. What happens? He is going to give us the darshan, basically a form of, like he may stand in front of us, but not in the way you are thinking of. only the transcendental form is going to be visible to you. And what is this? It is his indistinguishable, that is, you cannot distinguish, impersonal feature. See, the words are very clear. A form which cannot be distinguished, that this is the form. Okay? I cannot pinpoint it. And the other one is it's an impersonal feature. Okay? These are two things which you need to know. So when the Lord is going to give you his manifestation, it is not going to be the one that you are visualizing in your world. Remember, he appears in your heart in the form that you want to. Image, the image comes within the heart. But his personal manifestation. See, image is one thing. What is the image? Now, some of you have put the image, in your whatever, that thumbnail, isn't it? So that thumbnail is the image. But the real form is when you meet him personally. So when you meet Krishna personally, do you think Krishna is going to be Krishna to you? He creates a form which cannot be distinguished the way you look at it. Now there is a story which I saw. Outside many temples, there is an image which is kept over there. This image has got more than 9 things mixed in it. You will find that the feet is of one hand is there and the right hand is there. Instead of the left hand, there is a wing. The head is different. There is a tail. There is a snake over there. There is a peacock over there. And this is a 9 different forms of creatures mixed in one. This kind of a form is visible outside few temples. You may see it. How did this form come about? It is believed that Arjuna was praying to Sri Krishna before the war. He had gone to the jungle and he was praying to Sri Krishna. And suddenly, while he is praying, this form appears in front of him. When this form appears in front of him, naturally, because there is a snake tail and stuff like that, he gets very afraid. Arjuna gets very afraid. So he takes his bow and arrow and wants to shoot this creature, which is some human form and some animal form and bird form, everything mixed. And suddenly, while he is taking aim and shooting, he sees there is a right hand with a lotus stalk, and he recognizes the hands of Sri Krishna. And then he lowers his bow and arrow and says, I am very sorry, Krishna, you have come to delude me this way. So you are showing me a form which is different, cannot be distinguished. Are you getting the point? Cannot be distinguished. And it is an impersonal feature. Nobody has seen this kind of a creature. And when Arjuna prays to him, Sri Krishna stands in his original form in front of him and says, yes, you recognized me. So many a times you will find that the devotees experience a form which is going to be very funny, very unique, very different. Got it? And that form cannot be distinguished. It's like when I meet my Guruji, he is going to come in a form I cannot recognize him. No gods also can recognize the Divine Lord, by the way. They always appear in a very weird form. So he says, you are the one who has these powers of creation, maintenance and dissolution, the cosmic manifestation. This form of yours has all these powers. Let me take shelter at the lotus feet of him whose incarnation, qualities and activities are mysterious imitations of worldly affairs. One who invokes these transcendental names, even unconsciously at the time he quits his life, is certainly washed immediately of the sins of many, many births and attains him without fail. So here he is giving two more explanations. He says, one is the way in which you present yourself is near impossible to understand. Okay, we can't understand with our little brain that we have. Okay, and your activities are very mysterious, very mysterious. The way you do things, I cannot comprehend also. Nobody in this world can comprehend the way he is going to act. And the worldly affairs, he basically can create worldly affairs, but they'll sound so weird. One who invokes this transcendent, and then there are those people who will take the names, you take these 101 names or 1008 names and all those kind of things. When they do that, you will find that these people, when they offer these names to you, all their problems that are there, they are washed away immediately. The sins of many, many births are going to get washed away. This is mentioned like that. For the devotee only, not for any other person. Your Lordship is the prime root of the tree of planetary system. The tree has grown by first penetrating the material nature in three trunks as me, Shiva and you. The Almighty for creation, maintenance and dissolutions, and we three have grown into many branches. Therefore I offer my obeisance unto you, the tree of cosmic manifestation. So here he is again saying to the Lord, yes, sorry, you have appeared in these three forms, Brahma, Vishnu and Mahesh. And you have done this creation, maintenance and destruction of this world in these three forms. You have appeared this way as well. So for any manifestation to happen, these three forms are extremely important. People in general, this is verse 17 by the way, people in general all engage in foolish acts, not in really beneficial activities enunciated directly by you for their guidance. As long as their tendency for foolish work remains powerful, all their plans in the struggle for existence will be cut to pieces. I therefore offer my obeisance unto him who acts at an eternal time. See, you have to understand something very, very clearly. The Lord will always be beneficial to you if you follow the way He tells you to do things. Don't try to do them your way. Just ensure that you are performing those actions exactly the way He is telling you to do. See how He is talking. People in general all engage in foolish acts, not in really beneficial activities enunciated directly by you for their guidance. Means what? God has said, do these things, but not these things. People use their mind and they do things. They say, no, I will do it like this only. Please understand, there is a reason why it is mentioned. He is saying those words for a particular reason. That reason is not to be deciphered by you because you don't have so much of an understanding of the subject. And if he has told you that you do things like this only, please do them in that way. Never use your mind. And don't engage in foolish acts. See, many a times when you come to me, I have very clearly told you, there is no need for you to do this action. Like say for example, I will tell you, why do you want to go to this temple? Why do you want to do this yoga? Why do you want to do this meditation or something like that? No, I have learnt it in this course. I want to use it for my benefit. Really? it's not going to give you the Lord in any angle, by the way, because first you have gone and disowned Him. The moment you have used your mind, you use your mind, you disown the Lord. And that is the reason why it is called the foolish act. People in general all perform these kind of foolish acts which are not really beneficial. See, in our world, there are lots of these crooked people in this world. Crooks. These crooks are there, they will say, do this puja, do this part, do this upvasa, do this thing. You perform this kind of activity, go and light so many diyas, you eat like this, don't eat like this, you are supposed to do whatever, some kind of rites and rituals, go pray to this God, do this thing, hundreds of things. And when they do that, they are going to get into trouble because there is somebody else involved over there. And when the Lord has told you not to do this action, He might have suggested something totally different. A very simple case I will tell you happened many, many years ago. There was this young person and his wife, and they came to me and they said, Guruji, we have heard that on the way to Mysore, from Bangalore to Mysore, there is a temple where we can go and pray and Krishna will give us a child. So there is a Balakrishna temple over there in the middle. So we perform some rites and rituals over there and you will get one child. I looked at that person and said, you know what? Already 2 children have been written in your life. Why are you going and asking for more? So don't do that. But the person never listened to me. And on top of it all, he took me over there. That is the funniest part. And I am looking at him and I am telling him, come on. There is one jhula, one crib over there, which you are supposed to shake. It's a belief. It's a belief from that village that you do this and you get a baby. So I told him, this is very funny. I don't know why. You have already asked Krishna, Krishna has granted you, you are still going here after asking him again. For what reason, I have no clue. No, Guruji, it is important we have to do, And his wife had some issue which was connected to her, body. She was not able to conceive for first 2, 3, 4 years or something like that. So I told him, there is nothing like that. You are fine. You will get it. Go. And yes, he got a baby and he invited me for the naming ceremony and all that. I didn't go, but I went for the first birthday of the child. By then, the woman was already pregnant for the second time. So, it was very funny. And now, the idea is already when there is a sanction from Sri Krishna himself, why are you interested in pushing the buck so much? Why you want to go and do all kinds of rites and rituals and all kinds of bullshit ceremonies? There is no need. So that is the reason why he says people engage in foolish acts. Please do not engage in foolish acts. It is not going to help. So, as long as the tendency for foolish work remains powerful, all their plans in the struggle for existence will be cut to pieces. See, they will be having too many troubles. Why are you interested in troubles? Think like this. I have already told you, you are going to be a very rich person. Why don't bother about it? But you go and you start, going to some astrologer, putting some, rings and doing whatever that person is saying. Oh, I want to do this and I want to do that. And then 5 years go by. And then you say, what, you told me that, I am going to get lot of money. Still I am poor. I don't have any money. What you don't understand is, if the word has come out, it is anyway going to happen, whether you like it or not. But it will happen in its right time. It is not your time. It doesn't happen in your timing. If you have got a blessing from Krishna, it is going to happen in its own sweet time. He has got everything planned for you. Don't try to rush it. Don't try to push it. Don't. It is going to happen. Except that you have what is called as impatience. So don't become impatient. When you have been given this blessing that you are going to go through the whole process and everything is going to happen, why are you bothered about it? Just wait, hang on. Have a little bit of patience, Shraddha and Saburi. Have faith, have the devotion, and have this patience. It requires a tremendous amount of patience, by the way. Alright? So, when he's already said those words, don't go and try to upset it. Your Lordship, I offer my respectful obeisance unto you, who is indefatigable, time, and the enjoyer of all sacrifices. Although I am situated in the abode which will continue to exist for the time duration of 2 paradas, although I am a leader of other planets in the universe, and although I have undergone many, many years of penance of self-realization, still I offer my respects unto you. You may become a great sage or a saint or whatever that is. Do not let the ego come in the way. You see, your arrogance and ego can suddenly shoot up one day and I will show you who do you think you are. Don't ever try this. Even Brahmaji has to bow down to Sri Krishna. The reason is because he is still going to be around only for 2 paradas. That means basically he is going to be around only for some time. After that, Brahmaji will also disappear. Though he is a master of the planets in this system, but yet he has to bow down to Sri Krishna and bow down to him in such a manner that he has to show his humility. I am the leader of this planet. Though I have undergone many, many years of penance for self-realization, I still offer my respects unto you. So offering the respects unto Krishna is very important. Don't let the ego or the arrogance come in the way. O my Lord, by your own will you appear in various species of living entities, although animals lower than human beings as well as among the demigods, to perform your transcendental pastimes. You are not affected by material contamination. You come just to fulfill the obligations of your own principles of religion, and therefore, Sri Krishna, I offer my obeisance unto you for manifesting such different forms. Now this is one more thing which is going to, please embed it in your mind. Sri Krishna doesn't just take one form. You see, we think that he is only going to take one form of some human being. The Lord is entitled for doing whatever he feels like, isn't it? So if he wants to take the form of a dog, what stops him? Nothing. If he wants to come in the form of a tiger, a lion, an elephant, an ant, what is your problem? He can appear as anything. Isn't it the truth? Only few people can experience this truth, those who have real devotion for the Lord. Please remember this. When he gives you the word that he is going to appear in front of you, do not think that he is going to come in a human form or going to be dressed in a particular way or will look like that. No, he can take any form he feels like. Brahmaji is very clearly telling us that the Lord has the ability to take whichever form He feels like. Whether it is the animal from the lower kingdom or the highest of the creatures also. As a human being also. He may come like a poor man also. I told you when Shivji came to, when I met Shivji on the banks of the Ganga river, he appeared like a beggar, carrying a stick in his hand, long beard, and he appeared like an old man, and he, not too old, and then he said, can you give me some money? Because I want to go to the end of the river, Ganga. At the final end, I will perform these actions and then I'll come back. I asked him how much he wants. He says, give me some 100, 200 rupees. I said, no. Going and coming, travel, train fare, how much do you require? I gave him a 500 rupee note at that time. This is long ago. And then he sang a song for me in front of, there were 10, 20 people. And we have taken a video film of that also at that time. And it was very strange. Nobody recognized him. Because people look at a body, they think it's a human being. They believe that person is a human. Don't ever make the mistake of thinking that God only comes in the form that you are thinking of. He can appear like anything, even an ant. If the ant has to appear, the ant will come. And there will be places where you will wonder, okay, how did this creature land up over here? Sometimes it's going to be very funny, and believe me, that is what the Lord does. My Lord, you accept the pleasure of sleeping on the water of devastation, where there are violent waves, and you enjoy pleasures of the bed of snakes, showing the happiness of your sleep to intelligent persons. At that time, all the universal planets are stationed within your abdomen. Next verse 21. O object of my worship, I am born from the house of your lotus navel in the purpose of creating the universe by your mercy. All these planets of the universe were stationed within your transcendental abdomen while you are enjoying sleep. Now your sleep has ended. Your eyes are open like blossoming lotuses in the morning. So here Brahmaji is again praying to the Lord, and he is saying, you have this habit of sleeping on the snakes, on the ocean of milk. So you will find that he will always be there on this Adhishesha. And this Adhishesha is a very strange one, by the way. Many a times you will not be able to recognize Adhishesha. The Adhishesha is in the form of a snake in this particular scripture. But Adhishesha appears along with that Lord always. Now this Adhishesha is very peculiar. You will find that where Sri Ram was concerned, he appeared like Lakshmana. You know how Lakshmana was, isn't it? He was very weak in the way he was. He got shot. He was literally on the verge of dying, if you remember. We had to get the mountain from somewhere, and that, Sanjeevani Bhuti and all that story. Balram, Sri Krishna's brother, Balram, in some life he appears like that. Where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is there, he appeared like Nityananda Prabhu. Nityananda. So many a times he appears like that. And his forms are vigorous and various. They are always assisting him. So, this is one explanation. And then the next one, which he says, how did Brahmaji take birth? He took birth in the form of the lotus stalk which came out of the navel, right? You remember this? Now he says, You have given me the job of creating this universe and all these things around it and filling it with whatever that is necessary. Where do you think I am going to get this material from? So the material to create the universes came from the navel, from the stomach of the Lord itself, from the abdominal part. Something which is below the stomach level. From there only he created the entire planetary system. Now you have just woken up from your sleep. The Lord is just woken up because Brahmaji is standing in front of him and he is praying to the Lord. So, let the Supreme Lord be merciful towards me. He is the one friend and soul of all living entities in the world, and he maintains all for the ultimate happiness by his 6 transcendental opulences. May he be merciful towards me so that I, as before, may be empowered with the introspection to create, for I am one of the surrendered souls who are dear to the Lord. Now here, Brahmaji is continuing with the prayer, and it is like our job is also to say the same prayer. Let the Lord be merciful to me. Means let his mercies, let his grace flow to me. It is very important that the Lord's grace flows to us, isn't it? So when we are praying to the Lord, we have to be very humble. We have to bow down at his feet and we have to just pray for his mercy. And he maintains all the ultimate happiness. He is the one who maintains this entire world full of happiness. But do we experience the happiness? Human beings do not experience the happiness. Do you know why? It is because we are lost in the material worldly whatever that transactions that are there, we are lost in it on a day-to-day basis. We are so much lost in it that we forget that there is a Lord who is running our life. We forget. We think we are running our own life. We think that we are doing everything. No. You are made to do. Please understand this. If you are working in a company, the company is him only. He is making you work. He is giving you the money. He is giving you this life. So don't be under this mistaken conception that you are the one who is doing everything. You are made to do. This is something which we have to always remember. There are 6 transcendental opulences. You know all the different opulences that are there. The glory of the Lord. The power that is there. The strength. There are many opulences like the strength is there. The financial things are there. Various things, all kinds. We call it prosperity. The goddess sits right at his feet, isn't it? So this is an opulence. So he is saying, just be merciful towards me because I am the surrendered soul. The Supreme Lord, personality of Godhead, is always the benefactor of the surrendered souls. His activities are always enacted through his internal potency. Rama, or the goddess of fortune, I pray only to engage in his service in the creation of the material world, and I pray that I not be materially affected by the works, for thus I may be able to give up the false prestige of being the creator. See, we also have to learn from Brahmaji something. What is that something? Drop our ignorance and our arrogance. Don't say I am so and so, I can do this, all these kind of arrogance we should never have. That pride which a person has, the pride which every human being has, you don't know me, I am like this. No, don't. You may be whomsoever concerned. Can you just have that humility in you? Just give him the credit. When you give the Lord the credit, you will get more than what you require. Please remember this. And that is why Brahmaji is saying that only the surrendered souls will get to this. You have to be completely surrendering to the Lord. Don't be under this impression that, oh, I am doing this part of my life, I am running my own life. Surrender to Him. Surrender means what? Just believe that He is the one who is doing everything. He is the one who is giving everything. He is the one who is taking care of you like a baby. Always remember this, okay? The Lord's potencies are innumerable as He lies down in the water of devastation. I am born as a total universal energy from the navel lake in which the lotus sprouts. I am now engaged in manifesting His diverse energies in the form of cosmic manifestation. I therefore pray that in the course of material activities I may not be deviated from the vibration of the Vedic hymns. And here also, what is Brahmaji saying? I have come from the navel of the Lord. I have been given a certain actions to do. I don't want to get distracted while doing my job. What happens to us? When we are doing some job, we get so much distracted and we get lost in something. No. If you have been given a job to do something, focus on to that job. Your importance should be only to the job, whatever that is offered to you. Don't keep on thinking of something else. Human beings has this ability, They don't like the job. Then immediately they are thinking, oh, can I shift to someone else? Can I shift somewhere else? Can I shift somewhere else? They will never be truthful to what they have. You have to be truthful to what you have. You have to focus on what you are supposed to be doing. Don't keep on, allow your mind to wander in different places. So Brahmaji is saying to the Lord, please help me focus on the job which you have given me of just doing what I am supposed to do. The job of a creation. And help me with the potencies, the powers that are there within you, so that I am in a position to work the magic that is required in this world. The Lord, who is supreme and is the oldest of all, is unlimitedly merciful. I wish that He may smilingly bestow His benediction upon me by opening His lotus eyes. He can uplift the entire cosmic creation and remove my dejection, our dejection, by kindly speaking His directions. So here, Brahmaji is looking at the Lord and saying, please open your eyes so that the moment you open your eyes, you will give me the right instructions at what I am supposed to do. Remember, this is at the beginning of time. Brahmaji knows what he is supposed to do because it's already embedded within him. But getting the instructions is very important from the Lord. So he says, kindly open your eyes and now give me your benediction, give me your blessings so that I can do the job. See, anything that we do in this material world, it is important to take the blessing of the Lord first. You may be, going and owning houses, you may be buying cars, you may be doing something very big activity. Take the blessing first. Very, very important. Take the blessing first and then do the action. Then all the troubles that are there connected to that are going to get swept away. That is what. We will do this one more verse and then we will stop. The sage Maitreya said, O Vidura, after observing the source of his appearance, namely Sri Krishna, Brahma prayed for his mercy as far as his mind and words would permit him. Thus having prayed, he became silent as if tired from his activities of penance, knowledge and mental concentration. So Maitreya Muni, who is telling Vidura, remember the story is all started over there. Maitreya Muni, who has been given instructions by Sri Krishna to tell the story to Vidura. So he is telling him that Brahmaji, whom he was talking about, Brahmaji prayed to the Lord, and after some time, because of all the penance and things like that he has been doing for hundreds of years, remember, he felt a little tired and then he shut his mouth and he waited for the Lord to open his eyes fully and give him his commands. So we have come to the end of verse 26. For today, we will stop over here.